Well, I was out here huffing, puffing away, raking out all this stuff out of the garden, getting ready to put some mulch down, and my metal rake busted. So I want to show you, rather, guys like us that have been out of work for a while, limited employment, and I'm a do-it-yourself guy. I have many videos on how to do stuff. So what's really nice is the handle itself didn't break. Okay, what happened is it broke out of this, and this is metal. At least I think it's metal. If it isn't, it's a very hard wood. So I'm going to show you how to fix this to where you don't have to go out and buy another one. So let's take it all into the garage, and we got to find some hardware to replace these two. I don't think we want to use them again. I don't know. Maybe they're good enough to use again, but we'll see. Let's clean this off, get it real cleaned off, and let's go in the garage. Okay, what I have here is my workbench, and we're going to open this up just a bit. Okay, we're going to make this fall in between. This was nice about having one of these. It's better than clamping a round device down. So I want to let this fall in there. Hopefully, whoop, it's not going to work. Okay, what I got to do is find some wood to go under that and hold it up. So I'm going to pause the video and find some wood. Oh, would you believe what I found? All right, without that falling, let me pick up the tripod here. Boxes of nails fit perfectly right in there. And just drop this thing down, and we tighten it up, and now we have something to hold the rod in place. Now I went ahead and measured this hole, and it's about a ½ inch up. So we need to take a measure of that. I'm using a Sawzall with a metal, and I have my eye protection on, and I'm going to cut right above where the dirt line is. Okay, so use whatever saw you want to use. Hacksaw is fine. I'm going to try and hold the table still. There's a thing that's inside that makes this solid. I just pushed it up. So that's fine, because I think this guy goes over it anyway. I think, or was that even? I bet that was made to where this would fit over it. Because that's pretty. I might actually. We'd have to work it on there, but it's going to be tight after I get the nails out. So let me switch tools, because we've got drill holes now, and then I might actually use those existing nails because they look pretty good. They're not all rotted out, rusted, or anything like that. Now in my case, I was able to get one of the nails out. I'm not able to get that, and also the top's broken off. When you look at the length of the nails. All right, and it's kind of rusted in there, so I'm going to have to drill that out without damaging this very much. So I'm going to take the size of this and drill the head off, and drill that out, and then I'll have to put another nail in there, probably a roofing nail or something, I don't know, something I'll put up with weather. But this is the cork that's inside, and also I wanted to show you, that is some kind of a cork over here. All right, I'm going to have to take the camera off the tripod. So let me do that, bring it down. This is some kind of a hard plastic. All right, so it's almost like fiberglass, and there's some kind of a cork product in there. And when I picked up the other pieces off the ground, they just crumbled, and it kind of rotted away. So that's moisture or something that got in there, and that's what did that. So in time, it will fail. So we'll see if this works out. Never done it before, but hey, why not? Give it a try, right? Okay, so now what I did is I have a 5/64 drill bit. It's about half or maybe 3/4 the size of the nails, of the two nails. I have a roofing nail and an original nail. The roofing nail is about 2 times the length almost of the other one. So I'm going to go on an angle so they don't really hit each other. So there's nothing really to tap on this. So we're going to see if it's metal, it'll roll around. So I'm going to go slow. Okay, that's some kind of a plastic. Yeah, that's not metal, so that's some kind of a plastic. All right, so now that's going to be smaller. So the idea is when it goes through, when you hammer through this, okay, it'll be tight on that. That's why I did that. So I'm going to loosen this, rotate this guy around, and my other mark is across. Let's see, that's there. My cross is right there. So it's on a, it's not exactly across from it. So I'm hoping that these actually are going to line up if I do it this way. And you know what? It's not. That's on the bottom. I'm going to have to put the mark over just a little bit. So I'm going to go over just a little bit so it lines up with that. So it has to be straight across. So let's put it about right there. And now the task is, which would be a lot of fun, is getting this guy to fit on there. It has to be on like this, and then over those. So I'm going to work it on. Too bad I can't just hit this and hammer it on. I think there's something else I want to do first. I want to get that pot, whatever that filler is, I want to get it flesh. So the nails go into that too. So let me pull this out, bang it. I'm going to bang it on the ground to get that to come back out, and then slide it back in and see if we can get that thing on. So I have it right on, actually it protrudes out a little bit farther, which is fine. So I'm going to put it back in this thing. I'm going to have a hole up, so I'm actually aiming for that. I'm going to tighten this guy down. And we are going to try have it out a little bit further. Let me move the camera over. We're going to try and get this thing to go on. I don't think this was cut at all, but it's sure is snug. So it's going to take some time. You know what? There's stuff in there. I got to dig all that stuff out. What a pain. All right, needle nose pliers ought to do that. Just pull all that stuff out. Okay, I used a screwdriver. I got it far enough down. And something else is that's kind of protruding in, and that is too. All right, so I don't know. I might have to flatten those out too, but I'm going to give it a try here and see just how far. See, it goes up to those things. So I'm doing it this way, so you'll know before you get started. And that's exactly what I got to do. I think I got to find a way to flatten those down to slide it over. Here we go. Well, I hope you watch this entire video before you actually perform or actually drill the holes. So here's what I had to do to get this thing on. You can see I got a hole right there, but not on the other side, so they're not perfectly lined up. That's number one. Okay, don't drill the holes until you push it all the way on. All right. Now this is steady while this goes down to the narrow over here, so you're only going to get, it took a long time just to get this point. So I suggest, do the measurements and measure down from here to here, which is a 1/2 inch, and that'll bring you from the end of the pole up to 1/2 inch. Or at least you would know how far up to push it. Okay, now second thing, the only way I can get the inside of these smooth was with a Dremel tool. All right, grinding down the inside. So you need a file or something to do that with. That's the only way I could do that. All right, so I'm ready to pound the nail into this side and the nail into the other side. I'm going to miss the hole on that side, but oh well. Hopefully I won't break whatever kind of stuff this is, or I might just drill another hole. Might be the better thing to do. And there's nothing wrong with drilling other holes into this. And I think a 2-inch PVC pipe, like the white one, this guy right here, a 2-inch PVC pipe might actually fit inside that, and you can drill into the PVC pipe as basically a nut, something to anchor a screw to if you need to. So that's an idea also. But I'm going to give this a try, and if it works out, then great. If not, then I'll go that route with a PVC pipe. Well, back at work, and working better than ever. Got the original nail on that side, a roofing nail on that side, and it is solid, just like new. So hopefully this helped you out. Go ahead and subscribe if you want. Do all sorts of stuff. Save you a little bit of money here. All right, take care. Bye.